Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer Generals 0 Hour as we continue to follow the crusade of the United States against the remnant of the GLA. So why don't we go ahead and start with USA mission number 2 here.
With the victory at Baikonur and the elimination of a GLA missile threat under their belts, American forces face the task of rebuilding a landscape ravaged by war. Aboard these ships are tons of food and medical supplies en route to a desperate population. Although relief convoys have been harassed by warlords linked to the GLA, the US no longer considers the terrorist organization a serious threat. Nonetheless, a Navy aircraft carrier is in the region to lend air support. Meanwhile, Special Forces continue their search for GLA caches rumored to include weapons of mass destruction.
Carrier command to fleet. Keep up the fire, boys. The GLA are bringing in reinforcements.
Roger that, Carrier command. Maintaining suppression fire on the docks.
Be careful what you hit. We just want to clear it out, not destroy it. Launching airstrike.
Docks are all clear. No GLA in sight.
Most of our fleet survived the GLA Baikonur attack. Our aircraft carrier and battleship escorts are at your disposal to aid with this operation. The docks have been cleared, General. Our first task will be to hold them while the supply trucks are brought in. Until the dozers arrive, we will have to defend this position with our troops as they filter in.
Alright, so let's set up defensive perimeter.
I want to blow something up. Let's pop some tanks.
We have
ready for action. Take the building.
you guys
point, man.
there.
Let's get in there. Always prepared.
You guys there. Colonel Burton can kind of handle himself.
Try to minimize civilian casualties.
That's going to be more useful to us now, except we can't use it because we don't have a command center. So yes, this is my absolute favorite mission because you get battleships, you get an aircraft carrier. Speaking of which,
Preparing jets for takeoff.
we are going to use them right away. We're going to have the Raptors provide top cover for our forces in the area. There we go. We can see they gave us a lot of drones. Let's see, 7 drones it looks like, which is kind of a ridiculous amount, but now we can see the power of the battleships. A little slow on the uptake there, but
The warehouse needs to be secured, but the safety of the docks must not be compromised.
and now this is why we have all the Raptors. Now, unfortunately, they tend to unleash like 10 at once on a target, but now as soon as he comes into range,
Protecting the coast.
but we can probably move them up a little bit further. Knock out these bunkers. And the battleships actually recharge pretty quickly. There, our sniper is doing some work here.
Ready for action.
Let me launch one, huh?
Need a point, man? Ready for action.
Let's pop some tanks.
We can pop
Army's
2 in
elite.
here,
Special forces ready here. for action.
Yeah, let's pop some
pop
tanks.
some in there. Well, here's the supply trucks. They're being deployed via hovercraft from, I think, this little area here. Normally you don't get to see it too much, but use our battleships to preemptively take out some of these stinger sites. And I think we'll send Colonel Burton ahead to scout. We didn't use him much in the main game, but that might change for some of these missions. But he's also just good for general scouting, too.
Reinforcements incoming, General.
There we go. There we go. I was a little worried. Alright. Knock him out. We see there's Scorpion tanks coming. Let's see if my lead is correct. Got one. These guys should be able to handle the other. Looks like they dropped in some more reinforcements, so
Special forces here.
in order to keep them from dying, let's try to
That building should work.
oh, tech bay, nice. We'll have to grab that. For now, though, we're just gonna put them all in here. Let's see. Colonel Burton, move ahead. Let's make sure the area is
Right here.
clear.
Where are we going?
Our Raptors should be able to take these guys out.
Reinforcements incoming, General.
Always prepare.
Get in the building.
The building.
Unit lost.
Dumbasses, why didn't you go in the building?
Entering the structure.
So you can see the,
Secure and occupy.
I guess they don't want to go in.
Take a new position. On the go. Rally
We'll just
point
run around until the,
Search and destroy. Rally point confirmed.
there we go. Yeah, so
Secure and occupy.
go in there, I guess?
Let's get in there.
I don't know why they won't
I'll
go
be
in that
there.
building, but
I'll take anything you give me.
knock out some more GLA hardpoints here. There we go. Okay, they gave us more infantry and ambulance.
Reinforcements incoming,
Take
General.
cover in there.
We'll just stick them in there for
Medic
now.
Come on in. Humvee here.
More reinforcements. Now we have ridiculous amounts of
Yes,
drones. We have Comanches. Our battleships have recharged, and it looks like we can take the Paladin tank now. Once we're done escorting all these convoys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This should be the
Good
last
job.
one.
All trucks are safely to the docks. Now let's get them to the city.
So actually, we should be able to just cover them with the drones. Probably set them up here, and then set some on the other side. And then I think once they get there, Colonel Burton, where are you?
Keeping it cool. This is it.
Here we go. We'll use a stealth attack. Shank. Okay, so we have
I'll take anything.
not get them too close. Take out some more hard points. Try to keep the GLA off balance. Okay, we didn't have to use that because our sniper is really long range. So he's doing some good work. Looks like that tunnel survived, so we'll knock that out real quick.
Deadly efficient. This is too.
We'll send Colonel Burton in. Nope, no, we won't.
Let's get to the action.
Alright, sounds like the convoys made it through. Yep, they all are making it to the warehouse.
Trained for perfection. No obstacles. I'll be there.
Ooh, looks like we got some.
Our dozer has arrived, sir.
I'll take
Begin
anything you
building
give
up your base. The GLA are preparing a new wave of attacks against us.
Well, we certainly can't have that. We'll keep our Raptors on standby for now. Oh, that is a beautiful amount of firepower there. I do like how there's some dispersion on the shots, but
Great job, sir.
There
The
it is.
people of
Wanna
the
make
city
some
have expressed
improvements?
their gratitude for the relief supplies. Our final objective is to drive the
Bring on
GLA
the
from the area.
scaffolding.
Destroy their main base overlooking
be
the
here.
city,
That's not
and the
gonna get
area will
rushed.
be secure.
alright, so now we just have to liberate the city. And once we get that command center up, that should greatly expand our ability to see the battlefield. As it is, they're pretty kind in giving us the radar. We got a Stinger site trying to hide here. That just won't do. No,
Right here.
sir.
They won't see it. I won't be noticed.
I'm for shrinking. Shank.
Any more
I like how that knife is almost as big as him. Alright, now we have SAT scans. We have drones. Bring the artillery in. Looks like we got another Stinger site on the edge of our vision there. Alright. Let's make a second dozer. Let's start with, probably get power up first, as opposed to the barracks.
Ooh, can't do that.
Just so we can get the supplies rolling in.
Made
Although
in
we're
the
pretty good with
USA.
supplies, because, again, we captured all those supplies at the dock earlier.
Clocked in.
You're ready, alright. Okay. No, I wanna... Nope, nope.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna stop building that.
All
I want the supply center to go there.
finished. Bring on the scaffolding.
And now you can build...
Ready.
Can we sneak the barracks in here? Not quite. We can sneak them in there, though. There we go. Probably build another reactor next, because we're gonna... they'll let us build fire bases, too, so...
See the delivery, General? That one's done. Ooh, can't do that.
I want to try to line these up. I know I'm a little OCD on this, but I think a base should look pretty. In addition to being functional.
On the job.
We see our Raptors are still doing God's work.
Upgrade
Oh,
complete.
Train for perfection. Won't see it. Sneaking
stab him.
Let's see
I don't
what
know
we
if he
got.
actually gets experience for that, but...
Where are we going? I'll take anything you give me. Needs an attitude. General, our base is under attack. Come on, punk. This is too easy.
And his chain gun's pretty powerful.
No obstacles.
And I think Colonel Burton can actually go through impassable terrain. Yeah. So, he's pretty useful in that regard. Alright, our battleship fire support missions have recharged. Let's see what's over here. I could probably put a drone in there. There we go.
Our base is being attacked.
It ain't no thing.
Keep him busy.
Oop, let's
Sounds
not go
good.
there yet. There we go, lighten up the load for our Raptors here.
Comanche here. Flying low. Got the position.
There we go.
Got you covered. Making a sweep.
I wanna...
Unit lost.
Oh no, they had a quad cannon.
What do you got? Let's see what you got.
Oh, fuck, technicals. Ah, fuck. That was my bad. I think we can recruit another. Oh, we can. Shit. That was totally my bad, though.
Our base is under attack.
There we go. One of these ought to hit him. Fortunately, the game isn't a mission over. Colonel Burton dies. Most of the time, they just let you retrain him. There we go. I just didn't want him scudding the base, but damn, oh man, I feel really bad about
What's
that.
the story?
But for now, let's start setting up our defensive perimeter here. Get some eyes in the area.
Frequencies open.
No.
Clear.
Hey, good money for that construction site,
Upgrade complete.
which my dozer is heading to. Good.
Have a job for me?
We can't build our own airfield, but that's kind of irrelevant because we have the aircraft carrier.
In the field. Air cover's on the way. This one's
There we
mine.
go. Now we just gotta. Oh, he is doing the smart thing, focusing on the dozer, but I think we
New
got it.
construction? Any more projects?
Excellent. Now let's just build another Patriot battery right away. He should be able to finish and run away. There we go. Now our Patriots can take care of them. We have a bit of a blind spot here, so let's fix that.
Keep them busy. Sounds good.
Frequencies open.
Alright, they are just nailing tanks.
Operation underway.
And our planes should be gaining a fair amount of veterancy right now.
Want to make some improvements?
So we're going to send him north to start building up our Patriot missile defenses here, because we want to secure our position before we go after the
Bring
GLA.
on the scaffolding. Make my own road.
Yeah, kind of figured.
I'll build anywhere.
Alright, do your thing. Comanches are really good.
Yes, sir.
We don't quite have the Patriots to shoot down their Scud missiles yet, but we might get there. It can be done, but you need a fair amount. So let's start here. And he can't even hit the Patriot battery, so that's nice. That makes him easy prey for our cannons. Start getting sit reps on the area. I've been kind of bad at doing that. Here's another hard point we can just suppress with battleship fire.
Loud and clear. Make my
No, get out of there! Damn it. How did you get down there?
This one's mine.
You guys can
Moving to new AO.
help too, you know.
Hosing down.
Alright, we're out of Dozer. Not the end of the world,
Moving to new
but
AO.
kind of taking more casual. I mean, we haven't taken a lot of casualties. I mean, we're down, what, a Dozer, a Ranger, and Colonel Burton. So certainly not the end of the world, but more than I'd like. Alright, I think we got our Dozer here, so let's,
Oh, that one's pretty banged up.
expecting these guys are going to stop to engage. There's our dozer. There he is.
Yeah.
Battleship should help clear that out a bit. That really... damn it.
Unit lost.
Loud and clear.
Visibility clear.
And that's a
Make it a sweep.
Patriot and 3 Rangers.
Mission, sir.
Got you covered. Visibility
Don't
clear.
kill him.
Flying
Jesus.
low. Visibility clear.
What's the mission, sir? Let's build.
Alright, let's build another Patriot, hopefully.
Bring on the scaffolding.
Yes,
This
sir.
time it'll
There's a new
last.
Make it
Although,
a
to be
sweep.
fair, we could probably increase
Operation underway.
the sweep of our
We're going in. Making a sweep.
F-22s.
Got their position.
There we
He's
go.
open.
I think... Do we have a 4th Comanche somewhere that we aren't utilizing? Because, yeah. I was going to say, 3's kind of a weird
Air
number.
cover's on the way. Hose them down.
I was wondering why this green map wasn't moving. Get out of there.
Flying low. Nav system set. Making a sweep.
Always
Alright,
ready.
we can send in another Patriot battery here.
Up.
Frequencies Air cover's on the way.
Let's give them some cover.
Making a sweep. Got you covered.
They should be getting exhausted around now, I imagine. Let's see if that does about the job. Ah, a little bit off.
Visibility clear. Searching clear.
There we go. For our supplies, but that's certainly not the end of the world.
Flying low.
Okay, they're sending in rocket troopers.
Flying low.
So we'll get our Comanches out of there. We'll just kind of let these guys deal with it.
Loud and clear.
They should have enough to deal with it. This guy's still here? Yes, he is. Ooh, reinforcement pad. Alright, you're going down. Yeah, we will, we're going to move these guys to cover the bridge.
Let's build.
You need to build a war factory so we can actually repair.
On the scaffolding.
We'll bring our other dozer up. Comanches, we need to cover.
Air cover's on the way.
What's the story?
Let's try to save this Patriot battery first. You guys can retreat.
Want to make some improvements?
There we go.
Any more projects?
Yeah, leave my Rangers alone. Alright. Another hard point. There, that should help reduce some of the next wave. Let's get a BDA there. We got some more. Take out this hard point here. Both of those are in recharge. Okay.
Let's build.
Now, because this bridge seems to be the main focus of their attacks, I'm going to reinforce it with some
New
extra,
construction.
whatchamacallit,
Bring on the scaffolding.
extra Patriot batteries. Okay, you guys are ready.
Let's take the building. Special
We
forces
don't have
here.
to worry about funds,
We'll take it from
thankfully, but
here.
we can capture the tech repair bay, which will auto-repair all our vehicles,
Any more projects?
which is very useful, and then we can grab that oil derrick for funds.
Searching clear. Operation underway. We're going in. Got their position.
Get out of here, Scud.
Got you covered.
I really wish we could build an airfield so we could get the rocket pods for these guys, but...
Upgrade
there we go.
Air cover's on the way.
Always ready. Made in the U.S. of A. Building capture complete.
Now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start assigning our fighters to offensive missions.
The building is captured, sir.
Since we've cleared out a lot of the bunkers which might house rocket
We'll be there
infantry.
shortly.
There we go. Now, unfortunately, you can't disable the or shoot down the rockets from the rocket buggy, but
Nav system set.
Ready for action. Take a new position.
there we go. We can heal him up at least.
Let's go.
Hey, we can finally get the tow missile on that. I suppose what we could do is we could park paladins behind behind them to absorb at least like some of the rocket fire from the buggies. Okay, aircraft carrier. Commence strikes.
Hey, check out our new tow missile.
Target has been entered. Squadron's on its way.
There we go.
Preserving freedom.
Alright, everyone retreat. Prepare, all that good stuff.
Let's build.
Let's get you out of there for the time
Yes, air
being.
cover's on the way.
As the next business is going to be building a fire base.
Visibility clear.
But we shouldn't have much of an infantry problem from the north once we take out that barracks.
Got their position. We're going in. Search and clear.
There we go. We can see our Comanche squadron is pretty elite at this point.
Hose them down. Moving to new
Alright, let's start.
Preserving freedom.
Now the fire base is the United States' new defensive structure. As you can see, the
Visibility clear.
Patriots are hideously ineffective against fast-moving targets that aren't vehicles. Like, they can manage to track vehicles, but they won't track infantry. So the fire base kind of solves that. It's still hideously ineffective against infantry, but you can manually target where the artillery shell is being fired. So if you micro, you can
Air cover's on the way.
Always prepared.
you can
Army's elite.
what's the word I'm looking for? You can basically lead the shots, so that way they hit
Entering the
the
structure.
infantry. Otherwise, you can garrison it with snipers or rangers and deal with it that way. Alright,
Jets for takeoff.
do that. Unfortunately, the range I think is pretty similar to the Patriot, but can't really be helped. Here's our Raptors. I swear they go faster than the regular Raptors, but there we go. Let's oh good, they took care of the hole too. Oh hey, you're still alive. Because I'm the US, I will waste an entire fire support mission on you. And this is the battle bus. That's one of the basically the GLA's new APC, so I think we'll just knock that out before it causes problems.
Aircraft carrier.
But yeah, this beauty is the Daedalus, I think. It's kind of interesting to see how it actually they put a ski ramp on it, which is kind of amusing, even though they use catapults. But you can kind of see how it kind of does look like what the forts ended up being, where you have this very angular design that was meant to reduce its radar signature. Not that you're going to hide an aircraft carrier by any means, but you can at least reduce the distance very slightly that you see it, you know, give you a little more reaction time. They moved the island to the rear more here, just like they did on the Ford And they actually have F-22s, which obviously the F-22 isn't a carrier-borne fighter, but actually the Naval Advanced Tactical Fighter program was, the goal of that was to find a replacement for the F-14. And the plan was that once Grumman was out of the running, because they were going to offer a bunch of Super F-14s that the Navy rejected, they were going to... basically, the Navy was going to take input, or was going to get input, rather, on the Air Force's Advanced Tactical Fighter program. And then they were going to help select a winner. And so the Navy is part of the reason why the F-22 won. But obviously, with the end of the Cold War, everything gets canceled. We'll just artillery strike them. Yeah, I think we would need at least 3 Patriot batteries. There. Artillery to blunt that offensive there. You can see now why this is my favorite mission, because there's just... you can do so much. And since they were able to destroy, no, you don't. Since they were able to destroy a Patriot battery, we'll probably... oh, we can build a strategy center. Nice. First, let's get another reactor, because we're gonna need it. Just, you know, glancing at where our power bar is now, but... yeah, let's get a strategy center going. That will greatly help us, I think. We can knock that terrorist out at least, hopefully. There we go. Let's get some more scans up. Okay, he's a smoking ruin. We got a tunnel here.
I'll build anywhere.
Oh, where are you doing? I don't... oh, it's... right, go finish building that. Oh, we didn't quite nail him, apparently. Whee! Bye-bye, terrorist. Again, blunting that offensive. I do kind of miss how bridges, in older Command & Conquer games, and I think again in newer ones, bridges were destructible, but also repairable. So you could destroy a bridge at the beginning of the game to kind of keep the enemy from getting to you. But then, are they spawning from that tunnel? I don't know, I guess we'll have to see. But you could basically keep them from... destroy a bridge to keep the enemy from crossing, and then repair it later when you wanted to use it. Or, obviously, your opponent can repair it too. But yeah, they omitted that from generals for some reason. Okay, search and destroy, advanced training. Just research everything. So yeah, as I expected, the attacks from the north have pretty much come to a halt since we destroyed that that base camp up to the north. We get a break in here. I want my dozer to
Upgrade complete.
wow, you build one more, and you can try to squeeze in an extra Patriot there for this next wave. I actually want to see, because I swear I keep seeing them come from this tunnel. Oh, they must be coming from over this bridge, maybe?
Advanced training is complete, sir.
Try to blunt this offensive. Let's put these guys on guard over the bridge. care of this guy since he's the worst off. There we go. Now our jets, the jets that haven't ranked up already are going to rank up a lot faster. Oh yeah, that supply lines upgrade is new too. That lets you, that basically increases your income by, I think, 10% across the board from all income sources. So if we scroll over to
Always prepare.
this oil derrick now, it should be 220, I believe. Yep, there we go, 220. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, the NATF, the Naval Advanced Tactical Fighter Program, because the Navy helped select the F-22 for the ATF, and the reason for that was just so, you know, they wanted something that obviously would A, work for them, but B, would be easy to navalize. Oh, waste good. There we go. So they selected the F-22, and they were going to make a swing-wing F-22, essentially, for the fleet to use, which would have been
Unit
really
lost.
cool. I'm really sad that ended up being canceled. And instead we got the Super Hornet, which, I mean, the Super Hornet's not bad, but I guess what I would have considered a good air wing then would be, you know, replace the F-14s with either the advanced F-14s or the NATF, and then you replace the Hornets with Super Hornets, but obviously that didn't happen. And I don't think...
chem suits have just arrived.
Yep, there's chem suits. That's another upgrade unique to generals, I believe. That basically gives infantry a resistance to toxins and radiation. Notably, it doesn't make them immune, it just grants a resistance. Let's get him out of the center of there.
Keep him busy. Paladin taking the field.
There we can start.
We're moving. Is there a yes?
There we go.
We're moving.
We can start moving the Paladin tanks to intercept missiles and such. I really like this combined arms. Actually, later on, the U.S. I don't think we get it now, but I think the U.S. But later we get the Avenger Humvee, which is basically a Humvee with anti-air lasers on it, which is really nice. Yeah, it comes later. It can also designate land targets, which I believe provides increased accuracy and rate of fire.
Taking the field. Closing the distance. Polished and ready.
I like how they completely ignore our southern flank now. Like, it's just this one bridge.
Upgrade complete.
Oh hey, the lasers do still work against infantry. I remember when I played this as a kid from the disc, and maybe it's like a patch or something that fixed it. But like in 0 Hour, the lasers stopped working against infantry. I thought that was just like a balancing change they made or something. But guess not. All right, I want to see if there is any more Stinger sights before I commit my Raptors to battle. And here comes the rain. Too bad the battleships can't get better than sea, although that would be overpowered. Imagine if these
Awaiting orders.
imagine if these guys could like, I mean, they have a, I don't know what their cooldown is, probably like 30 seconds or something, but imagine if it was like 15 seconds. It's like you wouldn't need anything else. They also gave you the PT boat, as they call it. It does have torpedoes, but you can see they still have the GLA gunner on it. Oddly enough, you don't see any missile cruisers or destroyers, just battleships, which obviously the last battleships the U.S. had were the Iowas, which have been long since retired. Yeah, our carrier is getting pretty elite at this point. There's not much else standing its way, and
protecting the coast.
Alright. Such a beautiful ship. A little too blocky for my taste, but this is generally how I like to see my future aircraft carriers. Alright, and...
Commencing attack run.
Oh.
Unit lost.
Squadron's on its
What?
way.
Did we lose a tank?
Is there a threat?
Oh, a drone.
Keep it clean.
Okay.
Polished and ready.
Aircraft carrier. They will be there shortly.
You can see how this is just a beehive of activity. Curiously enough, they only have the one elevator, so it doesn't exactly fit the
Commencing
conventional
attack run.
carrier design, because obviously it's meant for a game, and honestly the only reason it has that elevator probably is just the carrier rebuilds aircraft that have been destroyed, I believe. So, you know, when that happens, they pull it up from the hangar deck.
All jets, we have a new target.
There we go.
They will be there shortly. All jets, we have a new target.
Just kind of slowly saturate the area with shells to keep these workers from try to take out some of the workers.
Squadron's on its way. They will be there shortly.
These guys are... They still can't take out the Scud. I've seen it done before, but like I said, it requires a lot. Okay, he's only good for like... We can sometimes... I like how sometimes our range expands just enough that we can attack them. I don't know quite how that range
Squadron's on its way.
expansion works, because part of it is, I think, the Patriots relay the position of every unit they can see to all the other units. So normally you just base creep by, you know, building a Patriot slightly forward, and then the ones behind it can shoot at it, that sort of thing. But
Is there a threat?
I wish the drones would do a little more. But stop rebuilding.
Preparing jets for takeoff. Commencing attack run. Target has been entered.
Hopefully, if we can cut off their funds, let's
Commencing attack run.
take out that vehicle, that arms dealer. I'm sick of vehicles. Oh, we got another Stinger site here. Take out that supply depot. Now, something I do want to do now, since we've dealt them a serious blow.
New heading set. Commencing attack run.
Now, interestingly enough, these are counted as buildings, I believe. They were originally going to be units, but I think there was a problem with their sign, so they
We have a new target.
converted it
They will be there
to
shortly.
just, whatchamacallit, a building.
Squadron's
I got
on its
one.
way.
There we go.
Hold a course. New heading set. All jets, we have a new target. Commencing
We'll leave
attack
the
run.
command center for now. Yeah, they gave them 2 supply depots. They were pretty well supplied.
All jets, we have a new
Alright,
target.
let's take out that black market before they can start getting more supplies in. There we go.
Target has been entered.
And then we can prepare
Oh, signing for this.
these guys. And here you can see the chem suit. You know, it just puts an icon under them. knock out that palace.
All jets, we have a new target.
There we
Hold the
go.
course.
What's the mission,
Squadrons
sir?
on
Why
its
do-
way.
oh, he's repairing the command center.
What's the mission, sir?
Target has been entered.
What's the mission, sir?
Squadrons on its way.
Actually,
All
take
jets,
this guy
we
out
have a new
first.
target.
You're right there.
Squadrons on its way.
So why not?
What's the mission, sir?
So I think we just about cleared the GLA from the map. And now in this one, I do know they're more likely, like, once you just destroy the main buildings, then it's over.
All jets,
You don't
we
have to
a new
destroy
target.
every base defense like we sometimes did in Generals.
They will be there shortly. Commencing attack run.
Need a point, man. Take a new
Alright,
position.
let's load in.
Search and destroy. I got the goods. What's the
Preparing
mission, sir?
jets for takeoff.
What's
Go
the
away.
mission, sir?
No one likes you.
What's the mission, sir?
Target has been entered.
Special Forces here. What's the mission, sir? Ready for action. What's the mission, sir?
Alright, so let's try to reveal what little of the map is left, which that's pretty much it.
Protecting the coast.
Up, they still have a few funds. That's yep, so we should be all good to complete the last phase of this operation.
Rally point confirmed. Loaded with U.S. quality.
So I want you
Something for
over
everyone.
there, and you can go, where was it? Ah, here.
Distribution underway.
So they added some new neutral structures, like in the original game you had,
Drop
you
zone
had,
confirmed.
what was it? You had, I think, the gun towers,
Need a point, man.
and then you
Let's
had
change the
the,
Loaded with U.S. quality. I got the goods.
that's weird, what were we,
Okay, fellas, you ready?
what else were we selecting? Oh, the drone, maybe? But, yeah, and yeah, oil derricks, oil refineries, that sort of thing. Hospitals, but now they've added more tech structures. They've added a sensor array on some maps. I guess he only has money for workers and nothing else.
Aircraft carrier.
Let's take out that tunnel network.
Special Forces.
But they've
here,
added
taking
like
new
this
position.
reinforcement pad. So this basically drops a mainline combat whatever the mainline combat unit of your faction is. So for like the GLA, it would drop Scorpion tanks. For the US, it should drop Crusader tanks, I think. For the Chinese, it would be Battlemaster tanks. And then obviously, for certain factions, it might drop something different. Like the Air Force General, for the US, he doesn't have access to tanks, so it would drop Humvees for him, stuff like that. Alright.
Army's elite.
And then our guy down here should be
Need a point, man. Heading
all
out.
good.
Search and destroy.
Actually,
Meet
let's
your new
capture
owner.
that derrick while we're there. There's no real point to what I'm doing now, except being partly a completionist and then partly just for the hell of it.
The building is captured, sir. Army's elite. Taking new position.
So yeah, if we were smart, if we could have, like, you know, captured and held this ground, our vehicles would be cheaper. But we didn't really build much.
Need a point,
So,
man.
and yeah, I think they do get they might get
Taking
experience from
charge.
capturing buildings
Always
too, which
prepared.
you can
Building is
definitely
captured,
tell
sir.
with the veterancy upgrade. Yeah, because
Army's
we
elite.
saw this guy just get one. But when you have the advanced training upgrade, you can really see the advanced veterancy.
Need a point, man.
And I think
The building is
that's
ours.
all. Okay, so we can watch.
Capture complete.
Yep. Just a free vehicle, just like that. So if you can capture one and hold it for a long period of time,
Always
you can have
prepared.
like 20
Entering the
tanks
structure.
or
Let's
so
get in
that
there.
you can just throw at the enemy, and they're all free of charge. And it works, you know, it's basically like the US supply drop, except it's a money, it's a combat vehicle. Alright, so I think I think we've done our job here. So after admiring this carrier, YA-11. After admiring this beautiful, beautiful ship one last time, in fact, we're even gonna go all the way. This is where I wish I could run the game at a higher resolution. I'm sure you could force it or use mods to do it, but I haven't looked into mods much for generals. And I always like to do a vanilla playthrough. I mean, granted, I've played this through many times now, but I always like a vanilla playthrough before going in with mods. There we go.
Preparing jets for takeoff.
So
New
now,
heading set.
just drop the sidebar and
Target has been
watch
entered.
the fun. We're gonna rotate this way, actually.
Squadron's on its way.
And this should finish the mission off. I should have put them on guard so they could finish that off. Oh! They're at least finishing off the hull. But he got one more worker out. Whew! So that was a mission. I could have finished that a lot faster if I just used artillery to bombard the buildings down, but I always like using the aircraft carrier because then, you know, I can give veterancy to all the F-22s and stuff. But yeah, so we lost a few Patriot batteries. And we lost, what did we lose? A bulldozer and a couple Rangers, I think. And Colonel Burton. But we killed almost 500 GLA soldiers, so. So all in all, I think we did a pretty good job. Because this is what, like a 50-1 KD almost. And so for the US, that's pretty good. And I like how the GLA actually collected more supplies than us. They emptied both of those depots. They had the black markets going the whole time. So I think if we had gone on much longer, we would have seen a drop in raids. Because I think they had to have been nearing the end. Excuse me. Of their funds. And then they would only have to trickle in from the black markets. But we did it. You can see they gave the GLA quite the arsenal off the bat. Marauders, Scuds, terrorists, all that good stuff. So, can't wait for the next mission. So with that, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time, and we'll see you then.